For today's project, we're going to become mechanical engineers to build a robotic arm. We're going to build a robotic arm using cardboard, string, and straws. Now that we know what we're making, let's make sure we have all of our materials ready. We're going to need 4 12-inch strings, 3 plastic straws, 4 medium rubber rings, 6 double-sided tape squares, 1 cardboard arm, and 3 cardboard pieces, custom size. Once you have all your materials ready, we can start building our project. Let's start building our project. First, let's grab our cardboard cutout that looks like a long arm. Let's also grab a ruler and a writing utensil. I'm going to be using this pen. What we're going to do is we're going to mark the cut lines to create 4 knuckles for each of our fingers. From the top of the finger, I'm going to line up my ruler, and I'm going to make a horizontal line across the finger, first at 2 centimeters. So I'm going to look at 2 centimeters, draw it about here, then at 4 centimeters, around here, then at 6 centimeters, right here, and then at 8.5 centimeters, 8.5, around here. So I'm going to make this line go all the way across once I've marked where it is. And once you made all 4 lines, what we're going to do is fold only the first 3 lines. The 2 centimeter, the 4 centimeter, and the 6 centimeter line. I'm going to fold it here, put this one here, and fold this one here. So these lines right here represent the folds in our fingers, kind of like our knuckles. We have 4 fingers in total, so what we're going to have to do is repeat this process for all 4 fingers. Now let's grab our scissors, our straw, and a ruler. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our straw and we're going to cut it into 12 pieces. We want about 1 inch to 1.5 inch long piece, but don't worry if they're not all the same size. We just want the straw small enough to fit in between the lines that we folded earlier. So one way of making it 12 pieces is measuring it against the ruler on the centimeter side. And I'm going to cut about 1.5 centimeters, about right here. And once I have this, I have a good length straw that I need. And I'm going to do this to the straw 12 times. So we're going to need 12 pieces of this. Now let's take our double-sided squares and cut them into 4s. This way we have enough tape pieces for our straw pieces. I'm going to cut this way. Once you have all 4 pieces, do this for every single double-sided square. So we're going to have lots of 4th pieces. Once we have all of the quarter double-sided squares, what we're going to do now is tape 3 straw pieces to each finger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my double-sided squares, our mini ones, and I'm going to align it at each knuckle. So I'm going to put one. The top edge is going to align with the tape. I'm going to take off the other side. And then I'm going to take a straw piece and align it on top, like this. I'm going to grab another double-sided square, and I'm going to align this one right underneath the other knuckle, like so. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did with that first knuckle. And put a straw right here so it's aligned. I'm going to take the last one for the last knuckle. And then I'm going to align it right here It's okay if they're not perfectly aligned. We just want them spaced evenly around and placed vertically down. Grab another straw and place it right here. Perfect. What we're going to do now is we're going to repeat this step for all 4 fingers. Now that we have all of our 12 little straw pieces on our fingers, let's take another straw and we're going to cut this one in half. You can just eyeball this one. And then once you have these 2 halves, we're going to cut them in half again so we have quarter pieces of this straw. What we're going to do with these quarter pieces is we're going to add them underneath each finger. So I'm going to take a double-sided square and I'm going to line it at the 8.5 line. Make sure there's some space so it doesn't have to be exact. This is just a guideline. And I'm going to add the long straw once I take this out. I'm going to add the long quarter straw at that 8.5 line, making sure that the top edge lines up with all the straws, like it's one straw disconnected at each space. And we're going to repeat this for all 4 fingers. We're going to attach the strings to our fingers now. So let's grab all of our strings. And I'm actually just going to grab 1 string now for 1 finger. And I'm going to grab a piece of tape, doesn't have to be too big. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip our cardboard over, and then I'm going to tape the end of the string on the other side at the end of a finger. Like so. Once you have that tape and the string is secure, we can now thread the string through all of the straws. Once you've threaded the string through all 4 straws, what we're going to do is we're going to actually take another string and do that for each one of our fingers, making sure that the string goes through all 4 straws and the end of the string points towards the end of the hand. Now that we have all 4 of our strings threaded through our straws, we're now going to grab our ruler and our writing utensil again, and we need to make a horizontal line about 2 centimeters underneath all of these bottom 4 straws. So I'm going to take the furthest down, and I'm going to measure out 2 centimeters. Let me move out all these strings. 2 centimeters right here. And then I'm going to draw a horizontal line all the way across, like so. Then we're going to grab a rectangular piece of cardboard, and we're going to fold the edges to create a rectangular arch, similar to how a table works with 2 long legs. So I'm going to fold about here, and I'm going to fold about here. And you can see how now it's somewhat like a table. And once you have this, we're going to actually fold these 2 ends one more time so we have a little flap. So I'm just going to fold a little flap here, a little flap here. And this lets us create a little kind of contraption that lets us also tape it to our cardboard arm. Let's also do this for the other cardboard piece. Once you have your 2 folded cardboard rectangles with the tabs, we're now going to attach them to the underside of our arm. If you have extra double-sided squares, you can use them, or you can use regular tape. Either works. I'm going to be using regular tape. And what you're going to do is you're going to attach one of them with the top edge aligned with that 2 centimeter line that we made earlier, this horizontal line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to align it. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to attach the tab to the arm, like so. And then you can grab another piece of tape, make sure we attach the other side. Push it down if it doesn't stay. And now we have a little arch on our cardboard. we're going to take our other cardboard piece and also attach it. This one is going to be attached about 3 centimeters above the bottom edge. So you can either measure it out, and you can measure out from the bottom, 3 centimeters, about right here. Or you can just eyeball it. I'm going to eyeball it since I know 3 centimeters on this cardboard piece is about the same length as if I just attached it aligned to the bottom. So I'm going to attach it. So it should be attached like so. And if you notice that the tape isn't working that well, you can reinforce it again if you have extra double-sided square, or you can use more tape. I'm going to reinforce it now. Once you finish attaching the cardboard pieces, these cardboard pieces become the handle for us to hold and control our fingers. We want to now measure out the string. I'm actually going to thread them through so I can easily measure them out. We want to measure them out and make sure that they reach our fingers. We don't want them to be too long, otherwise it won't actually work. So I'm going to thread this through real quick, and I'm going to put my 4 fingers, palm facing up, through the bottom, and I'm going to check to make sure that the length is good. So with these strings, the length is actually pretty good. I don't need to do any cutting, but let's say I had smaller fingers and my hand went all the way up here. The strings would be a bit too long, so what I could do if the strings were too long is I would measure out where it was long. I would make a little line, and then I would use my scissors to cut at where the best string length would be. So for my fingers, they're okay, but if your fingers don't align well, you can cut the strings to match what your fingers are. Once you're done cutting the strings though, and making sure that they're the right length, the last thing we need to do is attach the rubber rings. So this is really easy. All we have to do is take our tape, grab a piece, and then we can just tape the rings to the string. And to do that, what I like to do is I like to thread the string a little bit, and then I just tape the top where they connect. And you're going to repeat this for all 4 strings and all 4 rings. After you've attached all of your rings to your strings, our robotic arm is finished, so we can move on to testing. Now that we've finished our robotic arm, let's test it. To test it, you can put your 4 fingers through each of the 4 rings. And to test to make sure it's working properly, all you have to do is pull on the strings with your fingers, and you can see how the knuckles connected to the strings move. This finishes our robotic arm. Now that we've finished our project, let's talk about how it works. Our robotic arm works through the use of strings and pulling. We pull the strings, and the strings actually make the knuckles bend and move, similar to how a real arm would work. We have a bunch of different moving parts in this project, and we also tested to make sure that when we pulled it, it could replicate our hand movements. Some questions you can ask your students would be, how can we make our robotic arm better? Is it missing anything? Can we improve it to pick things up?